So good morning, everybody. VeRAWonica, raw plant-based food mindset coach. Okay, so I sent a lot of you the article or the list of the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the information that I sent you guys, and that was about pesticides. So I'm just going to read it. Pesticides are chemical or biological compounds that are used to protect crops, insects, weeds, and infections. So pesticides are used on all conventional foods. Now that means anything that is not organic, okay? So that's used on fruits and vegetables and wheat, which is your bread, rice, olives, and canola oil. If you look at any fast food, most restaurants, and anything that has any kind of oil in it, it's probably canola oil, and it's full of stuff. And non-food things like cotton and grass and flowers, you know, the animals have been given growth hormones and antibiotics, and the food that they're eating is probably conventional food. And so it's a double whammy when you're eating meat. So when I talk about food, I talk about conventional food. When I talk about fuel, I talk about organic food. Okay, so fuel is organic. And what does organic mean? It means that there's no chemicals, no toxins, no growth hormones, no antibiotics. There's nothing in organic food. It's just making these little food, choices and replacing things.
I like to buy it. It's okay. I think it's cheaper to buy organic than paying for the medical bill.
You got it.
It's covered, but
it's for fuel substitutes. So the number one thing is dairy. A lot of people are still eating or drinking cow milk and dairy milk and goat milk and all that stuff. If you want to make almond milk, you just have to soak some almonds in some filtered water, peel them if you like, throw them in your, I'm going to call it Vitamix, throw it in your Vitamix with a couple of pitted dates. Dates are for sugar. And you can add some, vanilla extract if you like that taste. If you don't have a nut bag to squeeze out those little, nut pieces, you can use like a sieve. But don't throw those nut pieces out. Throw them in your salad. Like they're nuts, they're almonds, they're really fantastic. So, and dairy butter. There's no reason to be having dairy butter anymore. There's too many plant-based options. So now they've got, plant-based butters. They've got pumpkin seed butter. They've got hemp seed butter. They've got cashew butter, walnut butter. There's so many butters now. Just, go into the different areas and look for alternative options instead of dairy. And the same goes for yogurt. They have now coconut yogurt and pea protein yogurt. They've got all kinds of options for us. And so now that leads me into coffee. So again, now they have so many options for you. They've got beetroot coffee and dandelion coffee and superfood mushroom coffee. So coffee, most people really don't like the taste of it, especially the aftertaste. They do it because they need a little bit of energy. Some people wake up and they go, oh my God, I need my coffee. No, you don't. I wrote a book called Green is the New Black. And it's audio and it is an ebook. And I also have recipes in there. I dropped the price to $4.99 for everybody. And it's on my website, which is also in the chat. And I talk about how caffeine is, the FDA has now proven that's an addiction. So, the bottom line is this is a false spike in your energy. It spikes your insulin. It's false and it drops you just as fast. Whereas a green drink will give you energy for hours. You are rushing out the door. You grab your green drink and you've got energy to go. So when you eat raw plant-based foods, your cells are fed instantly. It's like instant nutrition. And not only that, think about, we've got trillions of cells in our body that need to be fueled. Sandwiches and wraps, use a romaine lettuce, use head lettuce, use a collard wrap. Even restaurants now are saying, would you like your plant-based burger with a bun or with lettuce? So these are things to start replacing. Condiments, there's many things to use for condiments. You can make things so fast. So give me your favorite condiment that you like ketchup, mayo, relish, mustard. Give me your favorite one and I'll just tell you really fast how to make it.
Mine is mayo.
Yeah, who doesn't like mayo, right? In your Vitamix or high-speed blender, there's only 6 ingredients, Patrick. So are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
1 cup of soaked, drained cashews. Okay, raw organic cashews. Soak them for half an hour, drain them, put them in your Vitamix. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, or ACV, as I call it. If you have this, add it. 1 tablespoon of pine nuts.
Right.
A 1/4 cup of filtered water. And then you can spice it up. You could add a little bit of lemon juice if you like, or a tablespoon of any mustard that you love. You blend that, that's mayo. It's incredible.
Wow.
There's no extra sugar, nothing. Because you have to understand, most condiments are made from 2 ingredients, sugar and vinegar. Okay, so the sugar you'll get from the cashews and the pine nuts because they're very sweet. Easy. Ketchup, you throw tomatoes, some soaked dates, and some soaked sun-dried tomatoes. You've got ketchup. Relish, I just put a cucumber in my Vitamix, my food processor. I chop it up a little bit. I put some dates in there, some apple cider vinegar. I've got relish. It's nuts how easy it is. And jam. If you like jam, you just put some berries in your Vitamix. That's it. Mash it. If you want to add a date on there. And peanut butter. If you can find raw organic peanuts, it's the only thing you put in your blender. You have to use your tupper to tap it down. You got peanut butter. Nothing else added because the natural oils will come out.
The relish, sorry,
yes.
You said cucumber, date.
Okay, so I'll read it exactly. Okay, so it's 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
2 to 3 dates. Make sure they're pitted.
Yeah.
And 1 cucumber. And add salt to taste. Now, one of the things that I would do, Juanita, is some people like their relish really firm. So you can squeeze out the water as much as you want to for the relish. Now, do not throw that water away. Use that water for either your salad dressing or drink it because it's so good. Because apple cider vinegar is so good for your digestive system and for your internal, in your internal everything. So, and the last thing I'm going to talk about is ice cream, which in my world we call it nice cream because I am raw, plant-based, or vegan. I'm not 100% vegan because I bought a car with, what was it called? Leatherette. And when I got it, the young guy who gave me the tour of all the gadgets, he said, "Oh, don't you love the leather trim?" And I went, "Wait a minute. I thought this was leatherette." And he goes, "Yeah, just the seats." So I can't classify myself as vegan, but I eat vegan, which means cruelty-free. I don't eat animals or animal byproducts. And we'll leave it at that. We won't get into it. So basically, when you see organic bananas on special, buy as many as you can. Spread them out. Peel them apart. Don't peel them, sorry. Take them apart, the bananas apart, and wait until they start getting some brown spots, and then peel them. And then you chop it up and put it in your BPA-free plastic bags, throw it in your freezer. So you can use those frozen bananas for your smoothies, and you can use it for your nice cream. So you just put those bananas in your Vitamix, and you can add anything you want. You want strawberry ice cream, you throw strawberries in there. You want maple syrup, like maple walnut, you put a little bit of maple syrup, throw some walnuts in there. Anything that you want for flavor, you add to that frozen banana, and with your topper and your Vitamix, it'll turn around and you've got ice cream. And for cereal, if you like cereal, use buckwheat. Buckwheat is a plant that's been cultivated for its grain-like seeds, and you soak them for half an hour. You add your almond milk, you add your fresh organic strawberries, you chop some walnuts. I'm telling you, it's like the best breakfast ever. Breakfast of champions.
Wow.
And, if you have any addictions, I have a video on my YouTube channel about cravings. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. It's VeRAWonica. You can check it out.
I did.
So, you did?
I'm going to subscribe. I did this morning. I checked it out.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so I just kind of leave you with this. My coaching, I do a one-on-one half-an-hour consultation. Because everybody's at a different place. Are they vegetarian? Are they vegan? Are they meat eaters? I need to get you, from where you're at to where you need to get to. Nobody's ever worked with the mind and the body, right? And food and how it all
Thanks. No, I'm just going to say thanks for the information. Very valuable information.
Thank you, Joe.
So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
with
Yeah,
a question.
that was good.
Thank you, everybody. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, like I said, you know what? There's so much on this topic. I mean, you know, I just wanted to give you a brief, just an opening, just open the door a little bit, so you, if nothing else, you buy organic food, and don't tell me you can't afford it, because you can't afford not to buy it. Okay, you can't afford not to buy it for your family, for yourself, you know, even for your pets. Really, like, you know, like that's an extension of your family. So, and on Monday, I'm going to be talking about prepping food. So if you want a job to do, clean out your fridge. Take everything out, wipe it down, and clean your fridge. That's the best thing you could do for yourself. Because when we are going to be prepping, I'm going to teach you to make sure that you prep your food so that when you open that door, every single thing in there is going to be fresh, it's going to be organic, and it's going to be ready to go. How many times have you opened up the fridge wanting an apple and you're like, oh God, now I gotta wash it. Or I've got to make a salad. Oh, I've got to take it out of the bag. What's all this brown stuff? You know, or have you ever done this? Pulled something out of the fridge and gone, what is that? Like, what did I buy? So this way, you're going to set yourself up for healthy success. And it's really important to do that. So have a raw amazing day. I'll receive your fuel list, or you did not receive the clean 15 or the dirty dozen list, please email me, okay, hello, and I'll be more than happy to email that to you. So anyway, I hope everybody has a raw amazing day, and I will speak to you soon.